Yeah, that's a lot of people. I wish I had my rage available.
Bloody wanker!
How's it going out there, guys? Ballistic Menace here for episode 3 of our Dead Island Breakdown for the definitive edition. In this episode, we're going to be doing the Exodus main quest, followed by, we're going to find the Banoi Herald Excerpt number 2 and number 3, and then we're also going to find the personal ID card number 2, and then Assassin Poison mod in this episode. So let's get started and work with Purna here. So let's go into her backstory, since I already have her loaded up for where we left off with Logan in the last episode. So here we go.
I hate rich assholes, which is fucking ironic, since I'm expected to put my bloody life on the line for them. That's what they pay me for, this pricey hotel here. To be a bodyguard for the rich and famous fuckwits who come to Banoi to blow their money. I used to be a cop, a bloody good one. A vice detective in Sydney. You know how many female half-Aborigine detectives there were before me? None. You think it was easy? Suffering the abuse of my so-called colleagues. Half of them hated me because I was a girl, and the other half didn't like the fact that my mum was a Koori. So I came up the hard way. I busted my ass. It took me 12 years to make detective, and that still wasn't enough. It's an old boys' club, you know? The whole justice system is a fucking joke. Teenage drug addicts get put away forever, and old white wankers who steal fucking millions get away scot-free. One rich bugger I investigated was clearly molesting his 14-year-old daughter. But he had too much pull with the politicians, so I couldn't touch him. After the girl killed herself, I confronted him, but he just laughed at me. He pulled out a pistol and told me he could blow my bleeding head off and no one would care. Because I was nothing. A nobody. An abo bitch. So I fucking took his gun away and shot the bastard. It was self-defense, but I still got sacked. 12 bloody years down the drain. Worst part is, I didn't even kill the son of a bitch. I just gelded him. One day, I'm gonna have to go back and finish the job.
Wow. Alright, so let's go back here, because I already have her saved up.
You out there?
Alright, so let's talk to Cinemoy.
Okay, you ready to go out there again? I'll need you to find a lifeguard station and see if it's safe. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, let's say maybe later.
You're on your own with this one.
I'm not taking no from you. We don't move, we're dead here.
Okay.
The beach is the fastest way. You gotta clear that lifeguard station. We're running out of time here. Yes or no?
Alright.
All right.
Take the beach. It's the shortest way. We'll come as soon as we know it's safe. There should be a working radio inside. Signal us when it's clear, and we'll follow you.
Alright. So you can also come over here and talk to Steve. But actually, I'm going to hold off on this quest right now, since we're going to do that later on. So, alright, so let's get in here. And so yeah, we're going to continue with the Taste of Everything trophy. So what we want to do is try to find anything. Let's go into our inventory list here. And so I think we used paddles. Let's see, I don't know if we used the diving knife yet. Logan last time used a paddle, used the broomstick and the slicer, if my memory serves right. So let's go ahead and load up the wooden plank. Yeah, actually no, I'm going to hang off on the diving knife. Let's go ahead and use the Baton's level 2. Basically, you want to try to use up all these 0 level weapons and get rid of them as soon as possible. So there's our nailed plank. We use the battered elk. Just keep that just in case. Paddle. Let's see. Let's use the rusty pipe. Place. One thing I did notice too, unfortunately in the playthrough, the chests that you get, you really want to be selective on which ones you get, because notice how I'm playing a whole new game and these chests are unavailable. So this is going to be a little bit of a pickle for when I want to try to do the can't touch this trophy, where you want to find all the hammers you can get. So so hopefully we can find some regular toolboxes and you can get a regenerating hammer. That because yeah, if you get it out of those chests, then it's going to be gone. So we're going to head up the beach here. There's a little sand castle. Just keep our eyes open for chests and anything of interest. So here's another paddle here. We're going to hold off on that and keep our inventory open for a little bit so we don't overload it. And also you want to keep an eye out for alcohol too, so we want to start collecting those. And down here on these lower,
anything worth anything in here,
there's these bar islands that we want to go explore. So keep an ear out for chests. Let's see here. Okay, so we used up our nailed plank. So let's go ahead and go into our rusty pipe here. Heavy pipe. Oh, one thing you want to, with Purna and Jean May, you kind of want to watch out. Let's see if I can illustrate this. Can we illustrate this on our scroll wheel? So yeah, if you see here under the rusty pipe, you got the damage icon at the very top, and then the fist is your force. So it basically, weapons that have a lot of force will cause the zombies to crumple down or actually fly in the air, you know, because it has so much force to knock them back. And then the bottom, I'm pretty sure that's the stamina required to use the item. So like heavy pipes, of course, are going to be heavier and harder to swing. So you kind of want to save those for Logan or Sam B. But then if you can up your actually, let's go up this trail real. Whoops. Keep pushing the wrong button. I'm used to playing Skyrim, so my running button is the top left trigger. Oh yeah, so yeah, here's a chest here. So feeble diving knife. I think I'm gonna hold off. Oh, that's the other thing too. So if you see a weapon and then you don't want it, just leave it in there and then it will become available next time you play. I'm not sure if these reset when you play the game all the way through and then start over, because if you play a character all the way through and then start with a new character and all these chests are unavailable because of your previous character, that would really stink. But so if you're playing the characters like I am back to back, yeah, these chests become unavailable if your previous character gathered them. Which makes a little bit of sense, because technically in the game all the characters are together, but you can only play one at a time. So, oh, here's another chest right here. So
What do we got here?
Flimsy stick. I think I'm going to hold off on that too, since we already used a stick. A broomstick. I'm not sure if that counts, but basically I kind of want to save these for Sam B. Because the way I have it in my notes, Sam B is the one that's going to try to do the hammer trophy. No, I think it's called MC Hammer or something like that. Pushing the wrong buttons. Okay, so we used our pipe here. Okay, so we got some nails, another rusty pipe, and a chest. Come on, big money, no whammies. Okay, actually I think I am going to take this hammer just so I can use it for a taste of everything. Okay, actually while I'm thinking about it, let's go into our inventory. So, let's see. So let's do our feeble wooden baton and then debilitating hammer, because I do not believe... Oh, the tiring diving knife. So let's use that instead of our feeble diving knife, since that's that's a second level weapon. So let's try... Oops. Man, I wish I could switch these controllers to the way I want it. Okay, that did work. Excellent. I was hoping the baton would be different than the stick, so... Okay, so let's go into our debilitating hammer. And this is a bludgeon weapon, so, oops, didn't need to take that. So this is more suited for Sam B and Logan, but we will use it to try to get this side quest done, or this trophy done.
Okay.
You'll back the fuck off now.
Oh. Let's go into our inventory. Looks like we don't... maybe... Oh, wait, the diving knife. That's right. Let's go ahead and try that. Okay, 2 more weapons. So, let's go back into our inventory. So it looks like we've used everything, so I'm just going to go ahead and now use the paddles and the... Let's see, all the so basically all the 0 level weapons that I've already used. I want to just go ahead and get rid of these. So turn them and burn them. Oh. Oh yeah, okay. You want to help this guy out. So this would be a good time to use your rage, so hold your... Hey, come on. Gotta make short work of that.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you hadn't come along. You want to come with me? I'm gathering any supplies I can find at the water sports rental kiosk.
Am I hearing?
Maybe you'll find something that'll come in handy.
Not bad.
Come on, dude. Golly. Where did he come from? Battered stick, battered
There's
stick.
a table inside you can use to repair your weapons.
See, I don't like the, yeah, let's just go in there. Alright. Oh, actually, we leveled up, too. Oh, where'd the guy go? Well, he was supposed to be in here. He's supposed to be standing right there. Okay. Nails. Let's go ahead and take this level 3 diving knife. Water. Okay, and so here is the Banoi Herald number 2. So this is the Surfing Kiosk. So we're down here. So we took off up the beach right here, and this is the Surfing Kiosk, which actually has our first work table. So we'll be able to modify some weapons here. Okay, so yeah, you want to make sure you get that cash register. Hopefully it has a bunch of money for you. See, energy drinks. So let's go ahead and level up our character. So we have the choice of continuing on with the Fury here. Let's see, kills with kicks gains additional rage. So if you want to boost up your rage meter, and increases damage done by all characters when Fury is active. So this is good for co-op when you're playing with co-op with people. And then kills with modified weapons gain additional rage. Oh, okay. So honestly, I would prefer going with the combat just to up your damage and stamina costs with the bladed weapons. Let's see, boosts damage handled by everyone in your okay, another co-op. So honestly, after my combat, I think I will go with this because I want to start unlocking these. This is just personally for me. You guys can do how you want it, of course, but I usually try to do these as soon as possible, just so one, the chest, any locked chest, you can get, and then also up your inventory slots so you can carry a bunch of stuff. Now, actually, this might be, if this is under the Riptide format, now that I'm thinking about it, you might not need to do this. Actually, the original PlayStation, I don't know if is with the Riptide format, then they make it to where all your area of effect weapons, like Molotovs, grenades, and everything, are in a different inventory slot. So technically, you were able to carry a lot more stuff. Where in the PlayStation 3 version, your grenades and everything took an inventory slot. So maybe my initial thought is not the best. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my combat here, just to get some extra oomph out of my bladed weapons. So let's go into here. There is our workbench. Let's grab some extra items here. Oh, that's a door. Okay. Actually, let's look behind the rental kiosk. There we go. There's a chest.
I love surprises.
Oh, and of course it would have to be, yeah. So let's go ahead and get that. I can't pass that up. Even though it is a bludgeon weapon, that is. Or actually, what we could do. So there's duct tape. Actually, I think if we use the Ripper Mine, that might turn it into a bladed weapon. If I remember right. Okay, so I don't see. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's see what we can do with these things. Okay, so you can either, you can repair your items. Honestly, any of the white ones, I would not recommend repairing. I usually just turn and burn those, especially you want to keep track of the levels on your weapons too. If you're level 10, why are you carrying around a level 2 weapon? Get rid of that. Use it up, and then drop it, and then you can upgrade your weapons too to make them more powerful. It goes in like the color code of, like, if you ever played Fortnite, you got your white weapons, which are just your average basic. Then it goes to green, which are your more uncommon, and then these blue ones. It goes blue, which is more rare, and then purple, which are very rare, and then the orange, which are legendary. So I usually don't upgrade unless it's blue, and I think you can only upgrade if it's 100%. Let's go back to repair. Yeah, see how the feeble diving knives are 100%, and those are the only ones that I can upgrade. So I'm gonna go ahead and repair the crippling baseball bat, because I think you might not be able to mod them either unless they're 100%. So do I want to burn money? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So usually for the blue and the purple ones, I'll give it a 2 upgrade. So 2, yeah. And then you can go in here, and so we can do our nailed mod for. So let's do the ripper mod for the crippling baseball bat. So and I think this might turn it into a slashing weapon, so she might get some perks on this. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and then you get a trophy, warranty void if used. What? Was there? No, there wasn't a level requirement for that. That's more like it. Okay. I was about to freak out there for a sec. Check that out. All right. So this will be good for a weapon that when we run into something nasty. Let's see. Why haven't I unlocked my scroll wheel? I thought Logan unlocked 2 of them. Huh. That's odd. Alright, so, and then let's go ahead and use our nailed mod. Check that out. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this for the feeble wooden baton.
Luke, if you can hear me.
Nice.
Did you make it to the bungalow? It's number 20. Remember? The insulin is in the bathroom. On the shelf. I need it quick, brother.
Okay, that's a side quest that you're going to find eventually. So, alright, we got our modded weapons here. So let's save those guys for later. Let's see. What's our... Yeah, let's go ahead and burn the nailed plank. Yeah, I don't like that. I thought I had more inventory slots, because usually what I would do is I would take that bleeding bat, put it towards the top, and so I can quick use it. Let's go ahead and use the rusty pipe. Let's just turn and burn these things. And never pick up another 0 level weapon again until we fulfill the taste of everything requirements. So, alright, let's move on. I think I want to go back because there was this, let's see, nailed. Yeah, I'm already up on my inventory, so let's keep an eye out for anything that's
What's this here?
gonna help us with the taste of everything. Okay, let's just stand up. Okay, no more of those. Okay, rusty pipe. See, a lot of times what you want to do is you want to move back. There's a bunch of them coming at you. I think when they were on the ground, they would go overhand and... Oh, you're moving. You are a bugger. So yeah, if you get too close to a bunch of them, you can get a bunch of them coming after you. But if you come at them slowly. You can usually peel a couple off at a time. So I'm just gonna... Okay. Remember to utilize that kit.
Just bloody die!
Oops. Yeah, you don't want to accidentally hit them too when you kill them, because it will take off damage off your weapons. Let's burn up the battered stick. Okay, looks like there's nothing down here. Okay, and then we'll go up into the bar in a second. I just want to get the perimeter. Oh, there's nothing over here. That was a bust. Okay. Must be inside, maybe. So you want to keep an eye. Oh yeah. So let's keep an eye out for alcohol if you want to pick those up. Yeah, lots of alcohol here. That's good. Okay, so let's try for knock knock again. Ah, barely missed it. Food.
Can't hurt to look.
Weak hammer. Okay, let's... Yeah, and then it's red because it's required level 4. Don't ask me why. Guess maybe it's too heavy for her to use, I guess. So, okay, here we go. There's the Assassin Poison mod. So, let's go to our map here. So, there was the kiosk we were just in. So, yeah, we came up the road here, and then here's the kiosk, so we circled back. Here's the Southernmost Island Bar. So, let's go ahead and grab our Assassin Poison mod. And I guess if you wanted to look at it, you go here into your inventory, go into your blueprints, and so, so if you find a certain types of brass knuckles in the parts there, you can make a poison mod. And then here's all the other so yeah, we made our nailed mod and then ripper mod, so we need another thing of nails to be able to make another and then the item required to make it. Let's grab oh man, why couldn't these toolboxes have the hopefully when we play with Sam B again, hopefully a lot of these chests will turn up some hammers for us. But I was hoping like this toolbox would have a hammer or something. So, alright. So we got that. So let's head back. We already checked behind the surfer's kiosk. What was down here? Oh, money. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Oh.
Bet that did some damage.
No, you already did. Oh, what's up there? Ooh, shovel. That'll work. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Okay.
Bloody hell.
Oh. Let's go ahead and use our bleeding bat for a second. There we go. So there's trophy progress right here. If you can... Oh. That helped us with a taste of everything. Alright. So it looks like... Alright. So, yeah. So that was the infected. So, this is one thing I really like about this game. Is, so yeah, it seems like when the zombies first get bitten, they get like a rabies type thing. If you ever seen the movie 28 Days Later, that's basically what you got. It's like a rabies type virus that just makes you go absolutely mad, wanting to bite everything. And then, I guess we got one more. You know, rabies type virus causes you to run around wanting to bite everything and infect everything. And then, so then probably once, you know, about a few hours goes by. Okay, guess nobody's going to come out and play. You know, a few hours goes by, you know, rigor mortis starts setting in, and, you know, this blood starts coagulating or whatnot. Let's go and turn into our spade. Blood starts coagulating, zombies start getting slower and everything, turn into, you know, the normal zombies.
Anybody else want some of
There
this?
we go. So, taste of everything unlocked. Alright, so we can start getting rid of all these zero level weapons now. We got our taste of everything. And the spade's a zero level weapon, so we'll go ahead and keep that. And we'll put our battered stick. Actually, we'll just use that up since it's so low. Alright. Yeah, that was a good movie, 28 Days Later. You want to talk about some fast zombies and everything. Let's see. Yes, we want that because we are a Purna. So let's go ahead and drop... Actually, just drop the stick that I have because it's so low. Okay, let's... we got the spade. Let's burn up this nailed plank. Yeah. Hello. Whoops. Oh well. Guess 6 half dozen the other. So L1 is you cycle through your inventory wheel, not your full inventory, just what's in your wheel. All right, so we got all that. Check the back side of that. What is this way? Okay, so we got another chest here. Flimsy homemade knife. I think I'm just gonna hold off on that since it's not a higher level weapon. So we'll hold off on that for Sam B when he comes around. So yeah, like I said, if you leave the weapon and don't pull it out, then it'll reset for your next character. Okay, nothing in there.
What's this here?
Brass knuckles, level 1, so we'll hold off on that. Okay, not seeing anything else. You guys notice that I'm looking down over here. I got a whiteboard with my notes here, so I don't miss anything. A lot of hours playing this game, trying to break it down for you guys. So hopefully you guys like this. So this is the northernmost kiosk here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I wish I had my rage available. Darn it. It's gonna take me. I'm out of stamina.
Bloody wanker!
You said it. Okay. Actually. Oops. Of course, there's not an energy drink. Peeled off another one. Well, peeled off two of them. What's two doing down there? Whoa! Jump kick! Notice that she had a knife. Ooh, now I got a rage. We're gonna hold off on that. Okay, tiring. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Okay, so. Oops. Let's just go to our inventory wheel here. Go back to our spade. Actually, let's change. Those are nailed baton. Let's go ahead. Oh, broomstick. There we go. And let's burn the paddle. Go back to our spade here. Okay, man. Wasn't two underneath there, was there? I think they came around.
Die, you fugly mutt!
See, as long as you're careful and bring them a few at a time, it's not too bad. I've seen a lot of people just start running in and then they get overwhelmed and then and that's the end of that. Do need to find some energy drinks here. Looks like this southernmost kiosk doesn't really carry too many. Another thing you can do if you got one or more, or I mean two or more zombies after you, you can also utilize that jump kick if you want to knock one to the ground, just to kind of lower the amount of attackers for a second. But doing a jump kick also takes a lot of stamina too, so you might want to utilize that cautiously. Okay, nothing down there. So let's go ahead and check out the middle of this, or actually go around the outside. Look for any alcohol. Apologies if I don't complete my sentence. Sometimes I get on a tangent and then all of a sudden squirrel, and then I can't remember what I was saying, and you guys want to know what I was going to say. So here's our northernmost bar. So there's the surfing kiosk where Workbench is. So right here is the personal ID card number 2.
Maybe I'll find something useful.
Barbed wire. That will come in handy later. Okay, so let's get back over here. So we got another bungalow down there. So let's actually go onto the outside here. Work our way down. Smooth move. Very smart, are you? I think we'll just leave that cache since I don't see a ladder to get back up. More alcohol here. Okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah, if you go out too far in the water, you can go under and then drown. So be cautious of that. Oh. Uh-oh. Another guy with a blade. Ooh, that's weird frame.
You just can't get enough.
Wow, weird frame rate thing going. Or whatever you want to call that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, that got mangled. Why is this going in like fast forward almost? Okay, another debilitating wrench. We're going to hang off on that. Jump over this. And another chest on the back side of this. There's a feeble hammer. Actually, okay. Yeah, there's a ladder on the back side there. Oh. Stupid bungalow roof. Alright, so let's get to the lifeguard tower. Looks like we got everything here. Now, do I want to go down there? Okay. Yeah, I think we'll save that for another day. Lucky you. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's get up here.
Now you're a goner for good.
At least she's down striking when they're on the ground and not side striking. Yeah, so that's what happened. I agitated the guy. Oh, I'm just down there. So I agitated. Oh, actually, I have Fury I could have used. check that chest yet. Nope. Nope. Terrifying brass knuckles. That's for Sam B and Logan. Close that door. Durr. Rounds out our 0 level weapons. Yep. Okay. Oh. Shit. End of the stairs.
I'll bloody bury you.
Run underneath my feet. Oh, nice try. Yeah, let's go ahead and use it. Go ahead. Come on. Make short work of those guys. Barbed wire. Close the gate so nobody decides to come up behind me. So actually, let's go this way. Okay, so energy drinks here if I need them. Paddle.
Let's take a look, shall we?
No access on the side door. Alright, So, this is our introduction to the thug. He's a brute.
That's a huge bitch!
Alright, if you want to make short work of him, then just come over here. Grab this, move slowly when you do this. Oh my gosh, come on. That was no good. So you want Oh! Double punched. So what you want to do is just kick this guy and then he'll rear up and go like that. That's strike. Yeah, if I didn't butcher that, probably that propane tank would have killed him right off the bat. So So now we want to go in here and clear the room of zombies.
Mayday, mayday. This is Oceanic Flight 1012. All engines are...
Oh, and you know what? If I was smart... I keep pushing the button again. If I was smart, I would have used my better weapons on that thug, but that's okay. I'm going to burn up these... actually, let's continue to look in here before we can go up that way, but we gotta kill all the infected in the lower part and the upper part. Okay.
All engines are out. Repeat, all engines are out. Ground control, do you read? We're making the
I really wish I could put my kick button on the L2 button. It's tripping me up. Oh, I don't got nothing in my inventory, huh? Burned it all up. Okay, let's do the tiring knife, and which is our other level 1 weapon. Debilitating hammer. Can I reach you? Nope. So here's the Banoi Herald number 3 in the Lifeguard Tower. Oh, you can also use this for a blast. Oops, let's turn that off. Recharge. Okay, it's dark. Okay, good enough. Let's go check this out. Ooh. I gotta hold my finger on that L1 button. Makes it easier to do my kicking on that.
Maybe there's something we can use.
Oh, that's another thing you can do too. If you back yourself up and make them run into something, they're not very bright.
All engines are out. Repeat, all engines are out. Ground control, do you read? We're making an emergency land.
I wonder if that's a reference to Lost. That show that came out in the early 2000s.
You're really starting to piss me off.
It's one thing about the infected. They're fast, but they're not as... they don't have as many hit points as the regular zombies. They're slow. Go that way. Circle around here. Okay, nothing. Climb the ladder and see if there's anything up here. I don't think there was anything up here if I remember right. Yep, just satellite dishes and nothing else. Actually, oh, don't. Oh, yeah, okay. You don't. Probably if there was just a little bit more distance, I probably would have took damage on that. So that's probably as far as you can fall before you take damage. All right, let's go in here. Oops.
Anything worth anything in here?
No, that guy's gonna get you. I should have kicked him. Ooh. LP4000 battery. Okay, energy drinks. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing the fast travel. Actually, I can show you here real quick. Do not go into the arena lobby. It'll warp you to a place that or you can fight bands of zombies, but I wouldn't do that right now. So yeah, looks like we got everything.
I knew you could do it.
Talk to someone.
Hang tight, okay? We're coming right now. Everybody pack up. We're on our way. Watch the road. We'll be there soon.
Getting the hang of this.
All right.
Nice job.
All right, so let's go into our skill tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and go for the survival right now. If you guys wanted to go through your combat and everything, I would probably suggest kills with modified weapons to gain additional rage, because a lot of times you're going to be fighting with mostly modified weapons when you get further into the game, and when you really need those stamina, no, it doesn't affect stamina, I'm sorry, boost in that rage. So I would go with this personally. Let's see, in the combat, kills gain stamina, increases melee damage, or decreases cost when fighting groups. Maybe, yeah, I would imagine kills gaining stamina would probably be a better one to go. But, yeah, we'll hold off on that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the survival skill tree for right now, just so we can get down here and start, or at least doing the lock picks. Maybe we don't really need as much inventory slots. So yeah. So yeah, the next one we'll do is the lock picks here.
Well, mates, we're safe now, thanks to you.
So tiring homemade.
We won't make it long without food.
Take that.
Help don't come soon. We're gonna have to head to town.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna leave it here for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the help you can give. Like, subscribe,
looking for
bells,
help.
whistles, and
Hunt 'em down.
we'll see you
need.
next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.